told you to nick a van, Eddie, not a van full of boxes.
Didn't know that, honest.
Here is a news flash. In tonight's bank robbery, police have confirmed the theft of safety deposit boxes whose contents are thought to be worth close to £1 million. All those concerned have been arrested, but the whereabouts of the boxes remains a mystery.
Thank you very much. That's 4 you've eaten already.
Hang on, so smaller pans are not there for.
Eddie, this is a high-class set of service chambers. It was obtained for us only on the recommendation of Miss Goodliff.
Oh, yeah, Miss Goodliff. She would. I still think there's something crinkly about a gaff we have to dress for breakfast.
Oh, leave off, Eddie. Listen, we could have ended up at Prudence Lodgings. And she's had 3 prosecutions from the RSPCA for her cooking.
True, even Big Handle Jock complained.
Said the cement in the porridge gave him indigestion. Did you bring that box from Mrs. Thorpe's attic?
Yeah, it's under that funny sofa there.
Eddie, that is a chaise longue.
It still looks like a sofa that fell at the last fence.
Yes, well, I always make a start on it. While you're contributing to the world food shortage. It's not right. Been a victim from Aunt Ethel's. We've always paid cash.
When we got it.
We're family. Legal squatters.
There was a lot of water when George punctured that waterbed.
It's nobody's fault that Aunt Ethel was standing there when a kitchen ceiling collapsed. It might have been better if George hadn't come through with it.
Still asleep. Gorgonzola.
Good morning, gentlemen. I trust you're comfy.
Comfy, Mrs. Butterworth? You could say that.
And here, Miss Goodliff asked me to look after you especially.
Oh, that's most kind.
Oh, how this takes me back. My late husband used to make model aeroplanes, you know.
It's just dying off.
More's the pity. Too few executives have constructive hobbies. But to the point. My kitchen staff, and myself, of course, are concerned you might be finding our breakfast service inadequate.
Oh, no, not at all. No. It's a business efficiency diet that we've evolved. We always eat 3 breakfasts. Saves time on lunch and dinner.
How very sensible. Then Miss Goodliff told me how conscientious you were.
We could have them all on one plate if it had saved trouble.
And washing up.
How very practical. I'll see to it.
That's what a governor's interview at Holloway must be like.
Right.
Look, Howard, if we don't get those papers back from that goddamn safe deposit box, my ass is in a sling.
Together with your pension and stock options, as mine will be.
Yeah, but you've got the family estates to fall back on, Sir Howard.
And the prospect of wealth tax. Like poor Uncle Ned. He went quite mad in the end, you know.
I'm on his side. But don't forget your junior joint managing director, okay?
I may make the tea tomorrow.
You know what I mean, Howard.
Kirk, you're being childish, pioneer bumptious, and Harvard Business School. Put your ulcer away.
It's part of the job specification.
Look, we work for a multinational company which could sack us and wipe out Venezuela in the same 10-second telephone call.
Sack us? Are you kidding? They'd cut us up and hang us out to dry. But you've got British nationality and the old school tie.
I'll sell them to you. Cheap.
Look, we sweated 2 years on those papers.
3, almost. My connections got you through doors, and your circus salesmanship tacked signatures on preliminary contracts.
Look, Ecmuse is good. It's a good product.
I agree. I wish I understood it.
But only if we make it here and sell it on an 11-country deal.
Which you managed to achieve. I get by with a few bribes to my friends.
Well, that's life in the big city, Howie. Especially against tough German competition. Cash is faster than learning kraut. I covered all the bases, and we end up with a contract worth $80 million a year for 7 years.
No, Kirk. Not contracts. Statements of intent to contract, which need countersigning.
And now some punk has got a can opener in a safe deposit box and thinks he's got time payments on a lawnmower.
Probably.
Well, this wonderful police force you have and the Manana government sit on their asses.
Well, hardly. The minister's got the biggest stake in it. There's a chap coming in to see me in a minute. Went to school with him.
Oh, that figures.
Peter Sutcliffe. MI5, 6 or 7 or something. Moves around the ministries for the big jobs. Said to be very good.
How good?
May I quote? I can smile, and whilst I smile, cut your heart out with a bloody axe.
Let me guess, Howard. Shakespeare.
Probably. The one thing we can claim to have invented, apart from penicillin, is the language.
Thank you, Godfrey. Hello, Howard. Still keeping the wheels of international industry oiled?
Peter, good to see you. No, not oil. Too volatile. And you? Wearing the usual stiletto in your umbrella?
Lent it to James Bond.
Kirk Tyndale. How do you do?
There's about 20,000 cash. Dollars, unfortunately. I've been reading good things about the yen lately.
It's all beer money.
There are papers in about 7 languages. They look like hire purchase agreements.
Read the figures then.
80 times 7, it's 560.
Oh, yeah.
£1 million.
Sounds a lot of furniture.
It's marked as Official Secrets Act.
What's that?
That's the one that replaced habeas corpus. You know, when they throw you inside and forget about the trial.
Don't fancy that much. Must we better forget this one, eh?
Well, just lay about. No, we can't. No. There are no boxes in the office. There's Herman torches in Hamburg for the carousing and the fresh air. So we can't get into McCluskey's scrapyard. That's safe now. Mrs. Thorpe is with Aunt Ethel to help her with her nerves in Bournemouth, so her attic's out as well. No, this is all we've got. I wonder what Eckmuse is.
Liniment, perhaps?
That's very expensive liniment, Eddie.
Right, Peter, play.
I think you'd better tell me what these contracts are for. Our Ministry of Defense chaps were a shade taciturn. All I know is that only your lot and some German company have American rights of manufacture, and the Krauts would give their eye teeth to undercut you.
We call it Eckmuse, Electrokinetic Early Warning Missile System.
Useful breathing exercise.
Tells the other chap you're going to incinerate him into the size of a matchbox 4 minutes before it happens.
Thoughtful. Shouldn't it be on your chap's strategic thingamy list?
Of course it is. That's why we have to make it here and sell it on an 11-country basis to a group of probable non-hostiles after full military clearance.
And on condition it was coordinated into our own defense systems, which gives our nabobs 6 minutes to duck. Hurt!
I wonder everyone's in such a lather about it. They only ever give me a green card when ministerial skins are at risk.
Green card.
Ah, yes. Full permission to use all means at my disposal. I believe you chaps call it a dirty tricks license. We call it a snooker table.
6! Well fielded, Godfrey.
Yes, I'll take it. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Sutcliffe, this is Superintendent Rafferty, and I've been expecting your call. His telephone's still smouldering from the number of calls I've had exhorting, begging and ordering me on pain of torture to extend maximum cooperation to you. I might have to use a fire extinguisher. No, Mr. Sutcliffe, I am never flippant. I'm just on the verge of retirement. Lunch today? Hang on a minute, I'll check. Yes, it'll be fine. The Reform Club. Even better, Lloyd George knew my father.
Okay, also. Ja? Prost. Habe ich Ihnen die Geschichte von diesen beiden Mädchen erzählt, die wir da getroffen haben? Das war vielleicht eine Sache.
How's your luck, son?
Wandering, looking for itself?
Well, but it's a bit off your cocktail bar patch, isn't it?
Yes, I had to meet a man, Simmons.
Bad news.
He's not a regular. I never would have barred him.
Twitchy Simmons.
That's who I found out. But he was offering good money for the job.
What job?
Protection for a courier on a 5-city drop-off.
Not your style, Obelisk. Not needle marks.
I took him outside and told him, narcotics running is for animals. Then I come back and wait for you.
Well, I'm sorry you had to pay for the drinks. George and the kitchen ceiling fell on Aunt Ethel. She's in Bournemouth for her nerves.
Perhaps as well. Turtle, do you know the man in the corner?
Oh? Looks like a tourist.
Probably from Kensington.
Have you worked with Herman and Torch lately?
Here and there. All private jobs. He's in Hamburg now, you know.
Well, the shows with naked girls are more interesting than vault doors.
Very probably. He can get drunk as well.
And in drink, talk. The man in the corner there is from Hamburg. He asked for you and where you lived. Nobody knew anything.
Of course. So one thing about this Robin, he doesn't sing.
He still knew where to find your house. Found it full of builders.
Charge any earth.
Criminal.
All right, Ob, who is he? What happened there?
He made a reverse charge call to Germany. Even under the truthful assumption that the English speak no language but their own. He knows that operators listen in. Careful man. He switched from Bulgarian German to Flemish to French patois.
Thought you ate that on toast.
No.
Well, who is he?
He announced himself as Karl Ebert. Spoke to his partner. Between them, they run one of Germany's best industrial espionage firms. When Ebert comes out into the field, he means it. Hands, knife, garrote, pistol. Name it, he's top.
Eddie, buy some more drinks. Pay in dollars and attempt a draw.
Well, certainly, honey child. When you got a moment, love?
Another orange juice, please. With ice.
What's he after?
His firm is being paid the equivalent of £100,000 to acquire some contract documents on something called ECMUs.
Sam? How are you? Hey, you're looking great. How was the flight?
There, next to the usual fat lady who was snoring.
Hey, I asked for you specially.
You mean the company lobby did? Cloud is where you call it. Because I play for keeps, they put me out to pasture during the CIA whitewash. I drew lectures on public image. You sprung me from that, so now we can get back to the real work.
Sam, I got 4 days to get some papers back, and that doesn't give us any time for purity.
Purity? Doesn't exist.
Enjoy your lunch, Superintendent?
They serve a reasonable chip.
Shall we stop playing games now?
It's your bat and ball.
You're an old-timer, aren't you?
Feels like it.
3 commendations.
They cover a crack near the kitchen door.
Good copper, insubordinate and a little too bright.
There's no such thing as too bright, Mr. Sutcliffe. If you believe that, Einstein would have abolished grammar schools and gone on Social Security.
From pavement pounding to the bright top office buttons.
And the lessons learned along the way.
The dialectic bores me, Superintendent. I can have you framed on a corruption charge, suspended for improper methods, or bounced under the Official Security Act without benefit of pension.
Take your choice. The one thing you can't do is threaten me. Persuade, yes. Frighten, no. So why don't we just part amicably? And you can do what you like before you go back to looking at the latest pictures of the Kremlin.
Peking and Tehran, actually.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Sue. Wrong tack, obviously. The thing is, I'm belly nervous about this ECMU's job. And 4 days to crack it in. Now, I've read your files, and I know they're honest. So I'll deal what I've got. If you are protecting sources of information, let me tell you what they're up against. Competition. in the shape of a German commercial spy and a hard-line CIA man. What they have in common is a nasty habit of leaving mutilated corpses behind them.
Let's have another glass of port.
He has descriptions. He's just taken photographs.
He wasn't smiling.
You were right.
It doesn't know the back way out.
McCluskey's scrapyard. Cost us £2 a week in bones for the guard dogs.
Hello, Superintendent. What a surprise. Good morning. Well, it's almost afternoon. Would you like a glass of sherry?
Sherry?
That's what I keep telling him.
I'll have a whiskey, please, Eddie, as it's one of my rare mornings off. My wife's mother's threatening me with boiled fish tonight.
Diabolical. Needs batter.
You're off duty then.
Yes, and spinach.
It's not business then.
Only marginally.
Marshal, I'll better have a glass of that then, Eddie, if you don't mind.
Do you believe in the long arm of coincidence?
It's most refreshing.
Yeah, Mrs. Butterworth.
I believe in the long arm of the law.
I was talking about coincidence. I mean, you take these safe deposit boxes.
You've already had us in on sus for that, Super.
And you're whiter than white.
It's a driven snow.
I still don't believe it, and if I had any evidence, I'd hurl you inside so fast you'd skid off all 4 cell walls.
I think he means it, Eddie.
Indeed he does. So I thought you might be interested in the continuing story of simple safe deposit holding folk.
We're interested in everything, Superintendent.
He even reads the shipping forecast.
Yeah, Biscay isn't promising today.
Yes, I will, thank you, Eddie.
Need it with boiled fish.
Yeah. To continue, whoever's holding those boxes has succeeded, however inadvertently,
Inadvertently?
By accident.
Thought it might be nasty.
in reducing a pub protection racket, walling up a dishonest copper and a dope seller, and elbowing a debt collection agency. Oh, Jake the Snake went down for manslaughter, by the way, but you'll have to read about that in the Police Gazette.
That's not a periodical that we subscribe to.
Not much. I've got an invitation for you. There you are, that'll get you in.
Where? Pentonville.
Mother's Day.
The Reform Club, 7 o'clock, Peter Sutcliffe. Do we know anybody called Peter Sutcliffe, Eddie?
No. Now, wait a minute. No, I'll tell a lie. Old roof tile Sutcliffe. He used to be an upstairs man.
Oh, yeah. Till he fell off this cheap plastic gutter and broke both legs. He's retired now.
This one is not retired at all. Far from it. There's one law for the rich, one for the poor, and none at all for the government agency that he works for.
The old cloak and dagger, you might say. I mean, if you wanted to be mundane.
Which I don't. On with the saga. Apparently there were some contract documents floating around in one of those boxes. Top level. Due to be countersigned. In 4 days. By 11 defence ministers. In person.
Well, watch out for it on the telly.
It won't be on the telly. There's only about 20 people in the whole world know about it.
Oh, like the atom bomb. You read that book, Eddie? Ruin from the Air?
Ruin.
Ruin is right. I know what I'd tell anybody who knew anything about those contracts.
What, Superintendent?
Don't forget your appointment with Mr. Sutcliffe, will you?
What would you tell him, Mr. Rafferty?
After this appointment, to disappear. Down a hole a mouse couldn't find. I'd pull it in after me.
Why?
Well, in the first place, this Mr. Sutcliffe can be quite physically objectionable in his own right.
Secondly?
Secondly, because there's a CIA man and a German industrial spy after those papers. And they've got habits that'll make Jack the Ripper look like a registered childminder. Thanks for the cheer.
Thank you, Superintendent. chair, he says.
Yes, Your Excellency. Good. You received my note? Yes. Your security assistant has received full clearance. Check with the Minister myself. Good. Look forward to it. Yes, yes. Counter-signatures only. Bye.
Another fly-by-night dictator with doubts?
Be fair, Kirk. His revolution's only 2 years old. His Swiss bank account's only half full. Poor chap needs all the reassurance he can get.
Yeah, so do I.
We need to be mob-handed, Turtle. I'll go and collect some muscle.
No, we can't. There'll be too many loose slips rattling. Look at Herman and Torch.
Yeah. For about 2 seconds. I'll meet him off the plane, and I say, "Hello, Herman. Did you have a good holiday?" "I hope so, because it's over now." Bop! I'll give him a few loose teeth to go with his mouth.
Now, don't be too unreasonable, Eddie. His triple bigamy charge comes up next month. It must have been preying on his mind.
Yeah, I'll prey on it as well with a few lumps.
What about Obelisk? Now, and he knows. A bit, anyway. Yeah. He knows a parlez-vous as well.
He's handy. Shifted Tommy the Greek in nothing flat and nobody heard a sound.
Personnel-wise, he might be worth considering on a permanent basis.
Might be glad of it. All this unemployment about.
I'll get him on a hooter before we disappear. Jack the Ripper. 2 of them.
Good afternoon, Superintendent. You work short hours?
About once a month. Are you sitting comfortably?
Fair.
I just thought I'd inquire, you know. I mean, that chair's not regulation issue. My wife bought it at a jumble sale.
When you were out patrolling the bars?
How did you get in?
This gets me in anywhere I damn well want, buddy boy. And what I want here is your entire guts spilled on a safe deposit heist. Public and private. So spill.
Sergeant, would you be good enough to remove that object from my chair? Take it downstairs and place it gently. I use the word advisedly. There might be a 38 in its hip pocket. In a cell. Then charge it with false pretenses, possession of forged documents. Oh, I never knew the sheriff of Dodge City was a member of Diners Club. Illegal perusal of official documents. Indecent exposure. Spitting on the pavement, you know.
Yes, sir. The Mickey Mouse book.
That's it, Sergeant. Then check with his embassy, both here and in Washington. And our immigration. See, he's been vaccinated, you know. Do it thoroughly, Sergeant, in a loud, aggrieved voice.
Will do, sir.
Dumb limey. Your ass is grass, you know that?
Don't trip over James Cagney on the way out, will you?
How come you know so much about this German geezer, Albert?
That one was Queen Victoria's husband. This one is Abert.
Not so historical. How?
A reputation. He runs casino screening, checking on croupiers. You know, tried to recruit me once.
I used to think Hungarians just walk around cafe tables with a violin as if it was hurting them.
A soulful, you mean? Gypsy melancholy. Times have changed, except for pre-war films.
You still looking for a job?
Depends.
We know the sort of jobs you don't do, I believe.
We don't do them either. $4 for 4 days, half in advance.
Handsome? For what?
Doorway job. Like watching the office.
And our backs, especially his.
Against Abert?
Among others.
More tea, Vicar. What's up, Bob? Short money?
No, not at all. Long odds. I accept.
$. Hope you don't mind.
On the contrary.
Oh, that'll be Miss Goodliff. We've got some papers to look over.
A lady accountant?
If you like that sort of thing.
Miss Goodliff, this is our newest operative.
Count Frank Obolenevsk. Obelisk is easier. Enchanté.
He's in charge of foreign operations.
lingo expert.
I thought I'd just pop in to see that the maid service was up to scratch. Really, staff these days.
I'm just off down the billiard hall. Coming up.
I think so.
Ah, billiards. The ladies gossiping, the gentlemen in full fig relaxing. How Edwardian.
He was christened Edward.
Turtle was talking about taking you on regular. What do you think?
I'm listening.
What Crandy paid you? 4 centuries a week? With perquisites, of course.
Of course, the only English incentive. The turtle doesn't miss much, does he?
Not much.
It's work in progress that seems to be stagnating at the moment. That's what troubles me.
Stagnating? Oh dear, no, we've just negotiated a deal with Willie Chadd, Mr. William Nesbitt.
With Mrs. Partington Jeffries, to provide security advice at their social functions.
She's worried about Prince Charles.
That's good news. When did this happen?
As soon as I can make a telephone call.
Well, it's as ship-shape and Bristol fashion as one can expect from a girl from Zagreb. Anthea, dear, it's so nice to see you again.
Mrs. Butterworth was matron at my old college.
Really?
I'm so delighted you've given up hockey. You should see poor Lavinia Hume Bradley. Her shins are corrugated, positively corrugated.
Oh, you could always learn to play the spoons.
Spoons?
Yes. You know, when most people use their elbows and their knees, she could use her shins. I mean, if she was agile enough. For variations.
And to stop her a card. Yes, dear. Yes, I know. I remember how diligent you always were.
If I had a choice between sending her or a gunboat up the Zambezi, I'd send her.
Ah, Butty's all right, once you know her. It's you two that fascinate me. You're successful, prosperous even. Somewhere on the fringes of villainy. You're my favorite clients. As junior partner, I draw mostly second-hand textile merchants who pat me on the knee and give me absorbing information about Mungo and shoddy.
Mungo? Is that real?
Oh, yes. It's debased, used, sometimes diseased cloth, reprocessed. For carpet underfelt, mostly. The workers have to wear rubber gloves. It's only the maid with the tea I ordered. You're a bit frightened, aren't you?
Isn't everybody?
Hey, Sam. Took my partner and me all night to get you out. Took all the strings Sir Howard could pull, and he's got a few, let me tell you.
Lousy English cops getting sensitive. Doesn't that goddamn Rafferty know anything about world affairs? Who runs things?
Just a different approach, Sam. I can't believe this. The sky is falling on us, and my partner decides to play 9 holes of golf.
On his private course.
Naturally, with this cut-rate counter-spy. He should be busting his ass off for us. Peter Sutcliffe, you know him?
I've heard of him. He's good, but smooth.
Sam, we're not in the silk business. Godfrey, would you, do the tea now, please? I just had 50,000 pounds laundered. It's in Sir Howard's private safe.
Slush fund?
Well, money talks. So buy the contracts back if you have to.
It's as good as back in the bank. But I always like to have a little something we can use as bait.
Telepathy.
Shall I pour and serve the muffins now, sir?
Oh, why not? Undeductible.
Out of practice, I suppose, Peter. Your game hasn't improved much.
Nothing improves. In 10 years' time, I'll be able to blame it on the menopause.
15, I'd say. Don't be modest. And that's a £5 you owe me.
Here, put it towards somebody's burial fund. Which reminds me, I do wish your partner hadn't involved Sam Langley in this.
Thank you for the tea.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's all the way from India. Miss Goodliff, do you mind looking after this envelope for me?
Not at all. What's in it?
Sort of contract.
Shouldn't you mark it confidential?
Probably, except for 20 people.
Oh, here, I'll do it. I'll put it in the office safe. Must rush now. I'm off to the opera tonight. Do you like opera?
Oh, yes. especially the high notes.
Excellent sherry.
Nothing. No papers, nothing at all. Oh, hey, but I found this.
Security organization with empty filing cabinets, except for a postcard from someone called Pick-Handled Chalk. We live in a house full of deaf builders and loud transistor radios. One entry in an otherwise blank engagement book. 7 o'clock, reform. Either a gentleman's club, or he's a punctual religious maniac.
In my experience, and with respect to Ebert, the English are not very religious. Cunning, yes.
The club, then, tonight. To make sure, it takes the usual tedious routine. Telephone the company's register, find out the name of their accountants, present yourself as a client in urgent need of their services, and find out where they're working now. Oh, and telephone Hamburg. Tell them I need 3 more operatives on the next plane.
To meet?
At this strange beer keller, the Robin Hood, where Turtle and Razor Eddie are fixtures. So, we know where they'll be tonight. We'll shortly know where they'll be going. And the rest is merely the rather boring task of applying lighted cigarettes in appropriate places.
But I don't smoke, Ebert.
Then buy an electric soldering iron. Dummkopf.
Hello?
Obelisky, I want Percy handcuffs. Of course I'll wait. Percy, I need 6 sets. The Robin. 10 minutes. Short notice, I know. 50 each. I'm not haggling, just get them here. No, forget the keys. If I'm not around, Turtle's good for the bill. Just tread on it, Percy.
Funny sort of club. Only pictures of girls with no clothes on.
You sure this is a proper club?
I deposit dozens of passengers here daily, sir.
Give a change.
Jetzt gehen wir zu seinem Flat.
Fine.
Can't be a proper club. There isn't a band.
Don't need one, Eddie. There aren't any women for anybody to dance with.
Can I take your coat, sir?
No, thank you.
What's he want my coat for?
You call this a drink? All it done is given the inside of this glass a bath.
Wait to put another 5 or 6 measures in the glass, would you?
Yeah, let's hope these 2 pigeons fly in on time, eh?
I believe you know about Superintendent Rafferty's attention to detail.
Sutcliffe.
Turtle.
Langley.
Sutcliffe. Edward Winston Malone.
Pardon, senor. ¿Dónde está el British Museum?
Bürger auf.
Thank you.
I'm given to understand that you know somebody who knows somebody who has access to documents about something called ECMUs.
Us?
You sons of bitches.
They allow bad language in here?
You calling me shorty?
I'm not sure. Who gave you to understand that we know anything about any papers?
Superintendent Rafferty.
Getting very suspicious lately. Can't be good for him.
He said I should talk to you. Just a chat. No collar fingering. Nothing official. Just the documents. Talked about democracy.
Doesn't sound like him. Then I never found Jack the Ripper either. I'm obliged to say that the last document that we saw was an exorbitant demand for water rates when George's bed fell on Aunt Ethel.
Cut the pussyfooting, Sutcliffe. Put him and me in a soundproof basement. 5 minutes.
I wouldn't do that if there was an air raid on.
Tell you what, Hiram. You find a basement and I'll be there instead. 5 seconds.
It's a business discussion, Eddie.
What a pity.
Okay. So it comes down to loot, like everything.
We haven't got those papers. But there must be a Bible in here somewhere.
It's bound to be very dusty. This is, after all, basically a political club.
You find it, I'll swear on it.
Perjury is a minor crime. I commit it daily.
I say, can you tell me if I'm on the number 11 bus route?
I'm waiting for women.
Aren't we all?
Oh!
Aunt Ethel says the secret of good pastry's cold hands.
Sweet Judas Priest, where the hell are we? A goddamn tea dance?
There isn't a band.
Look, my top price is 50 grand.
Pounds?
Yes. Nobody over here uses real money.
Well, I admit it's getting smaller. We'll see what we can do.
What a good idea. You're really not bad, you know. I can offer you freedom from prosecution, and Buffalo Bill here can offer you money. An ice cream in both hands.
Loot. Like money for documents. Like when and where.
Like luncheon here tomorrow?
Too many people. This Sir Howard's place, where the dough is.
Thought you might say that. Here's where it is, and how to get there.
Looks full of hedges, and haystacks and birds singing.
It is.
And no people.
Come on, Sam. I know somewhere I can buy you a 32-ounce steak. Wouldn't do to send him back with malnutrition, would it? 12:30 tomorrow?
Haystacks. I told you we should have gone in mob-handed.
Should listen to you, Eddie.
The Germans have pulled in reinforcements. 5. I've taken out 2. Now, I need bait.
Bait? Me? I'm the smallest.
Into the valley of death, my son. Go on. Off you go.
Down the back stairs.
evening, Herr Turtle.
Not this one, John. It's allergic.
Especially to concussion.
Taxi rank just outside the back. It's clean. I'll cuff him. Mr. Abert and his corporal left.
Me as bait next then.
Watch it, Eddie. You're good, but they're both First Division as well.
Let me give them lessons, eh?
Beg your pardon? They must have relet the flat. It's my mistake.
No, we're just visitors. We'll leave as soon as we have the contract documents on Eckmuse.
Eckmuse? As far as I know, it's just something they sing in the background of popular songs.
Songs?
You know.
No. Plug in the soldering iron, Kaufman. Tie him up, take his shoes off.
I'm not ready for bed. It's early. Would you like a cup of cocoa?
Thank you, no.
Street's clear, Eddie. Has to be. No Abert.
They'll lash the horses and get back to the gaff then.
No taxis. Like opening time when you need it most.
I wonder if Turtle got his.
You have an excellent taste in sherry.
I'm glad you like it. Nobody else does.
Unplug the persuader, Kaufman.
You take this one, I'll grab the other
Put
guy.
away that tomahawk, Geronimo. Gentlemen, this is still a civilized country. Despite all the nonsense you read about picket lines.
I would like to make you a proposition.
Deportation orders. How many of them have we served today, Sam?
4 already. One of them was carrying a full trash can.
Customs weren't like that. Raus.
Wir sehen uns wieder.
Soon.
Krauts. Soon.
That's Abert and his corporal. Go!
Go. Can I have a word?
Long or short?
Short.
You'll have the contract documents here in 2 hours.
I mean, phony Miss Goodliffe and a private number.
Why not? I'm rather fond of voices in negligees myself.
Or even flannelette.
Now that is a political problem. We'll be back in 2 hours with your 30,000.
You said 50.
Ah. 30,000 for you, 10 for him, 10 for me. I really find I can't rely on index-linked pensions.
You bet your sweet ass, buddy boy. $100 just to fix a lousy lawnmower.
See you then. Appreciate a sandwich when we get back. Oh, by the way, your friend should be here soon. So I said to know. Do I bother? Ah. You know, the local police aren't going to be all that pleased. Having to hacksaw people loose just to put them on planes.
Makes a change from rapists whose wives don't understand them.
Awesom's laws. Our second.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
It's a dishonest world, Eddie.
Always has been.
Difficult to make a living.
Right.
We just have to keep on trying.
Once more with feeling, I will try once again. I will try to explain myself to you. I may be down, but you know I've been around. And every time I've seen those gray skies turn to blue. It's tough at the top, but rougher at the bottom, and positively boring in between. I don't lose my head, I just try to make some bread and get to places that I have never been. Eventually, some good luck will come along. Eventually, I'll get it right instead of wrong, because I know that one fine day Lady Luck will call and say, Mr. Muggins, Mr. Muggins, Mr. Muggins.